Welcome to Useless Agent, your safe space from stupidity and the Maga's scary clown show. You are all fair game in the eyes of the wicked, and we see you. Here we go.
It just feels like...
Oh shit, motherfucker!
Hi, Kenny Rogers, the music
No! We suck again! Say the word. Say the
And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even have to take care of ourselves yet. We gotta learn how to care for one another. We're gonna save the fucking planet? The planet has been through a lot worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drifts, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles. Hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment by comets, asteroids, meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages.
Hey, Jay-Z. And one more sound. All right, how's it going, my beautiful chickadees? Oh, man, another day, another lack of a dollar. It used to be another day, another dollar. Now I feel like another day, another $5 has been taken away. You know? I don't know. And it's just me. I don't fucking know. So welcome to Useless Agent. Of course, this is the second day now we've used the new theme song. Hopefully you like it. The song is called It Feels Like, and we have the video on YouTube if you want to check it out. The full song is available. I basically needed to get away from the copyright issues. We started having issues where we weren't even allowed to have our program in certain countries because they didn't like our theme song. They didn't like Warner Brothers or whoever owned the rights to whatever theme song we were doing at the time. And so, I went back to work, and being a musician, I wanted to do something fun, give you guys something that's actually worth listening to, and also with some really good quotes. And I'm a student of comedy, so of course George Carlin has to be in my intro. Has to be. So for me, it was like, all right, well, George Carlin has to be. It was either George Carlin or Bill Hicks, and one of those guys is going to have to be in there. So, yeah, so I hope you enjoy the new theme. I worked really hard on it. So I wanted to start. This is, I don't know, this is pretty cheesy, but I also have some talent in poetry, and I've been published a couple of times. And so I wrote this on the bus, and it was really just what was going through my head at the time. I'm actually a fan of it, and so I want to give you guys this poem because I really feel like it just applies to all of us. With so much to be achieved and so much to be desired, we have found ourselves in a historic and epic idiotic quagmire. Do we depend on our leaders, or for once depend on ourselves? Maybe depend on each other. The disappearance of critical thinking and reasoning has left us uninspired. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes your civil duty. The tolerance of tyranny is no longer trivial nor amusing. Our children learn hate and apathy and division as the worst of mankind swallow their individualism. We have ingested so much hate, we have grown a high tolerance, and with war and death raining down from above, today it seems there's no such thing as innocence. So, yeah, that's honestly, whether you liked it or not, whether it sucked or not, I don't care. That's honestly how I feel in a nutshell. And it was just a good way to start. I just wanted to start the show off with that. So as you can see up here, another one bites the Cheeto dust. And so of course, we're gonna have to take a look at this, and again, just some of the shit that goes on here is just too goddamn hysterical to even. I don't know. Sometimes I just honestly don't believe this is real, like at all. So here's a guy that is a great comedian, goes around and he basically trolls the hell out of Magas. And so he dresses as Pee Wee Herman, and everyone thinks he works for Fox News. So that really says something about your viewers and about, your anchors, that if they see a guy in a Pee Wee Herman costume, they assume you work for Fox News. And so this guy is Walter Masterson or whatever. He is fucking hysterical. And Masterson. So he goes around to Kentucky, Mississippi. He goes all around the country and just trolls the hell out of the Magas. And it's absolutely beautiful. His work really is good. I showed one of the clips before where he had basically talked about turning America into a similar situation like ancient Greece, but then he had realized that homosexuality was normalized and very not special in Greek times. So then he changes his mind mid-sentence and says, you know what? Take out all the books about ancient Greece. I don't want them learning about ancient Greece. So here he is at like a Fox News thing. And he's already been told to get off the property, but, he's legally allowed. It's public property. You are not entitled to privacy on public property. It's a fucking law. So if any cop ever tells you put your camera down, please do not listen to them. You have every right to tape whatever you want as long as you're in public. So I want you guys to just check out some of the shit he does. So what he's doing right now is he's literally laughing to the point where he makes people just awkward.
At this point,
I'd bring O'Reilly back.
You bring O'Reilly back.
Oh, we love O'Reilly.
Oh my God.
That's right. So there you go.
He's making him so uncomfortable. It's hilarious.
Fox News.
Do you like Fox News, sir?
I love Fox News, dude.
What do you love about it?
I mean, it's just a great news channel.
Did he just say Fox News?
Where are you from?
You?
I'm from Massachusetts.
I love Fox News too. I'm from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's too liberal.
Too liberal.
I agree.
It's too woke. Oh yeah, you want to take a photo? Yeah, let's take a photo together.
I mean, this is hilarious. This guy is literally.
How you doing, sir? Do you like Fox News?
I love Fox News, yes.
So, how do you feel about Tucker Carlson getting fired?
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Who do you think should replace him?
This German gentleman right here, Matthias Boomer.
Yeah,
Boomer.
Yeah, we should get a nice German boy to replace Tucker. I think that would be appropriate.
I agree.
Oh, you just came from the MoMA? MoMA's too woke.
We don't like it.
We love the moment.
No, that's too woke. I'm sorry. Fox News doesn't like the MoMA. Team Mickey or
So this is what Walter does, and he goes around from town to town, just clowning on these motherfuckers, and they really have no recourse. They have nothing to say. So he walked into one of these meetings, and unfortunately, he got recognized. Now, it's funny how much, if you brought in a right-wing fucknut like Charlie Kirk, let's say you took Charlie Kirk and threw him in, the middle of Chicago, we don't know who the fuck that is, honestly. But what the fuck just happened? I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what just happened. All right, so if let's say you got someone like Rachel Maddow walking around, yeah, she's gonna be bothered, and people are gonna ask for autographs. Now, the guy that I was making fun of yesterday, I completely forgot to mention, Michael Knowles, that he actually wrote a book that was how to be a man when you look like a mad owl. And I mean, for one, that's just insulting to everyone. I mean, that's insulting to Matt Al. That's insulting to men. That's insulting to anyone. What the fuck does that even mean? You know? Now, when it comes down to these left-wing pundits, like I said before, MSNBC has just as much corporate interest as Fox News does. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter when it comes to that shit. Everybody has a master, and this is exactly why we have. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm so bad at multitasking. So anyway, everyone has a corporate master. Everybody has to serve somebody, and that's what the importance really is here about honest and alternative media. Is that we have no boss. We work for ourselves. I am my boss. I ain't got to listen to shit. We do what we want, and when you make money in comedy and you get paid to do what you do, then you have a different perspective. Comedians just naturally have a different perspective where we can't tolerate the bullshit. It just doesn't work. You have to be, I don't know, it seems like you have to have a lot of intelligence to be a jester. The average comedian is smarter than the average, politician, and it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, look at Jon Stewart, who downplays his fame sometimes, but we all know damn well if Jon Stewart jumped up and said, you know what, I just got fired from Apple, fuck it, I'll run for president. I guarantee you even Cenk Uygur would turn around and fucking go, yeah, vote for John. They wouldn't even fucking want to compete with Jon Stewart. Nobody would beat him. And that's just a sad ass reality that John is sitting somewhere like, dude, you can save us. You can save us. You can actually do something. And I don't mean that in a cultic way like Maga is. But it seems like with Maga, he has hired all the best people, but all of them are fucking turning around against him. And here is just the latest person to literally jump out of the clown car and the circus that is fucking MAGA. And good on you, but you're kind of fucking late on that one. Seriously fucking late. So, let's go ahead and listen to her crying testimony about how, she didn't know that she worked for a Nazi and all this shit.
Moral and ethical character in all of my dealings. In the wake of the 2020 presidential election, I believed that challenging the results on behalf of President Trump should be pursued in a just and legal way. I endeavored to defend my client to the best of my ability. I relied on others, including lawyers with more knowledge and experience than I, to provide me with true and reliable information, especially since my role involved speaking to the media and to legislators in various states.
Lying. That's what you...
What I did not do, but should have done, Your Honor, was to make sure that the facts the other lawyers alleged to be true were in fact true. In the frenetic pace of attempting to raise challenges to the election in several states, including Georgia, I failed to do my due diligence. I believe in and I value election.
Did you just notice that she said that she did the best of her ability, and then admits that she did not do her due diligence? This is the double talk that is just so fucking common with bullshitters. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're fucking Hispanic or Middle Eastern or European or Eastern European, Southern European. If you're full of shit, you're full of shit. All right. And so I have no sympathy or empathy. I shed no tears for these people who went off and hired and went off and got a job with the most evil person on this fucking planet. And then you get surprised that he fucked you over or that he is going to get you in trouble. He throws his own children under the fucking bus. I mean, of course, not Ivanka, which we did a whole thing yesterday. We actually got shit yesterday because I pointed out that this photo going around of Ivanka Trump, this really sexy photo, is not real. That's not her body. That's obviously photoshopped. She doesn't have fucking arms like that. She looks like a female wrestler today. You know, back in the day, female wrestlers, we had like the Magnificent Moolah, Mae Young, but we started changing it to like the Trish Stratuses, the Kelly Kellys. Before that, you had the Lunas. And so, you know, we went from the big scary chicks, or little chicks, then big scary chicks, and then little chicks that couldn't fucking wrestle for shit. Then they just started calling the wrestlers divas. And then they finally went to actually letting these girls learn how to fucking wrestle. So now they're like decent. I mean, even the best female wrestler is like the worst male wrestler. And I don't mean that by sex. I simply mean that by talent. And I don't think it's females. I think it's the females they choose. Because when you look at people like Gail Kim, that woman was amazing. And her career was so goddamn short that, you know what, that's just how it ends. So it's funny that every time we talk about Trump, I get back into wrestling. Why has that happened? Because wrestling and Trump are all from the circus, okay? Wrestling came from the circus, and so did fucking Donald Trump. I swear to God, he has to be half clown. That's why he looks the way he does. So after Jenna has now, you know, sided with the the right side of history and is going to go against him now, let's try to remember, for one, you're blonde, you got blue eyes, I'm guessing you got at least C cups or D cups. That's the only reason why he hired you, okay? He is a piece of shit, all right? Now look at his current lawyer, who didn't check off a fucking box to get a trial with a jury, and he goes off and blames Obama or some shit. God knows who he blames for that. When his lawyer's right there, hey, you know the chick that you hired because of the jugs? She's the one that needed to click the box. You just had to do the little check mark. And so he has admitted so many times that he just hires people by the way they look, so he can look good. But he is an ugly motherfucker. That's why he needs a Melania. And so I think so far the most honest fucking person about Donald Trump has been Michael fucking Cohen. So far, that is the only honest motherfucker that is actually doesn't seem like he has any plans on licking his ass in the future. Not like the new Speaker of the House candidate has come in, because of course Jim Jordan has lost so many goddamn times. Wow. So you got a guy named Jordan, and he's somehow even worse than Jordan was at baseball. Like, you know, at least fucking Jordan hit a ball every now and then. I mean, this motherfucker Jim Jordan has never fucking passed a bill in his life. So that's like never making one shot in your life, but remaining on the Chicago Bulls. That wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen in any other job except for politics, where all you need is a fucking white friend. And that's the fucking honest truth of it. That is the fucking honest truth of it. And so, yeah, this is the only man that I actually believe when he talks about Trump.
Mr. Trump is a racist.
There you go.
The country has seen Mr. Trump court white supremacists and bigots. You have heard him call poorer countries shitholes. In private, he is even worse. He once asked me if I could name a country run by a black person that wasn't a shithole. This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago, he commented that only black people could live that way. And he told me that black people would never vote for him because they were too stupid. And yet, I continue to work for him. Mr. Trump is a cheat. As previously stated, I am giving to the committee today 3 years of Mr. Trump's personal financial statements from 2011, 2012, and 2013, which he gave to Deutsche Bank to inquire about a loan to buy the Buffalo Bills and to Forbes. These are exhibits 1A, 1B, and 1C to my testimony.
Wow. All right. I love Michael Cohen. You know what? Because at least he has the balls to say, yeah, the guy was a piece of shit, but as long as the check cleared, you know, what the fuck? And then he ends up going to jail. He comes back out. But the honesty of his testimony is what got me. The fact that he said, you know, this guy's a known racist. He says the worst shit in private that you could fucking imagine. And I highly doubt he even used the term black people. So you know that means that Cohen had to fake a laugh and, you know, and you can't fully blame Michael Cohen for this. All right, let's say you're a fucking struggling lawyer or just a lawyer in general just getting by, and then you get the biggest client of your life. Are you really going to say no, even though the guy's fucking pure evil? I don't know. That depends on your principles, but I can tell you that the majority will fucking do it. And so it's a mistake that really anyone can fall into because we live in a bullshit monetary system. If we didn't live in a monetary system, we wouldn't have to sacrifice our very fucking pride, our very essence. We wouldn't have to sell our souls to get a job. But we do this because we're in a rigged monetary system. So I fully blame all of this on the monetary system. Just as when I look at holy wars, I blame religion. You know, when you look at wars of economics, you blame the economics. You don't blame the fucking people. The people are simply subjects to the war. And whatever the war is beneficiary on, or whatever is beneficial for that war, is going to be yours. And you're not going to say no to that. I'm sorry. At least he was honest with it. And when they said, so what does that make you? You know, Michael Cohen said, it makes me a goddamn fool. So he has honestly called himself a fucking idiot. And something that, you know, most of us are afraid to do. But at least he did it. And yeah, we all do that shit. And I don't know, when it comes down to the whole tough guy shit, the whole tough guy spiel that Trump tries to lay out, I mean, when he said that he would knock out Biden, I would put money on Biden because, again, Trump looks like the kind of guy that'll drop to the floor in the fetal position and you just, okay, and just kick the shit out of him. And, yeah, there's nothing... I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with getting an ass whooping, but at least try, you know, at least try and get a few licks in, you know, at least get like one good shot in before you get your ass whooped. Now, I don't think Trump at all can fight. And so his little imaginary thing was going pew pew. I mean, who the fuck does that? I mean, seriously, at least, duck and weave, or at least put up an actual stance. He goes like this, pew pew. I have a serious feeling that he thinks it's just Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And if he came up, he would just start going like this, and Biden would kind of sidestep and just elbow him in the fucking temple and knock him out. I'm like, are we done yet? All right. Thanks, sports fans. Bazooka Joe. And again, I'm not a fucking Biden lover, okay? So at least Chris Christie has the balls to stand up to people, and we've seen him do it. And if you have never seen him do it, then, oh shit, no, I just fucked up your opportunity. Why did that happen? I'm so sorry about that.
Appreciate that.
I'll read it. All right, so you got Chris Christie basically being told that he's a bitch by a Cubs fan. And, being from Chicago, I ain't no damn Cubs fan. What's it called? I don't care how popular that makes me. I just don't like fucking baseball. I really don't care. But I especially hate Cubs fans because I live on the north side. So I have to deal with you drunks all the time. I have to deal with you pretentious assholes all the time. Cubs fans are some of the most fucking, examples of white privilege. Like, straight up, I came into a game one time. I wore a Dodgers hat because my father's from LA, and I don't give a shit either way. And from being called a spick to being called a fucking traitor to being called, like, as if I was actually called like a terrorist at one point. I'm like, dude, the Dodgers are still American, right? Like, that's the definition of it. They were way before the Cubs. And so fucking I couldn't believe the anger and all that shit. So this dude called Chris Christie a hypocrite, but Chris Christie comes back with his nachos in his motherfucking hand, and he still comes up and goes, "You're a bitch." And that is a fucking dude right there. You're a bitch. It's just dope, So when I see Trump with his cute little fists and basically doing the Charlie Chaplin with the fucking potatoes, I mean, it was weird. So yeah, I will never understand that. How anyone could think for even just an honest second to think that he would have your back in anything is hilarious. And you know what? Let's screw that. I'm going to show you one more video, and then we'll call it a day. And this one's from Esquire magazine, and it's just funny that they fucking nail them. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There we go. All right, so 1 second. Let's start that over, okay? Because let me get. He was laughed at a conference. The UN conference was it's like a nice little, it's kind of like a nice little compilation of, like a nice compilation of all Trump's greatest blunders. And I just love the fact that that's Esquire magazine immediately starting off with, once again, he has made a laughingstock of our country. And so this is your Trump. I mean, this is your cult leader. This is your fucking god. I totally don't get it, but have at it, Haas, you fucking weirdos. So that makes 4 now. So there's what, 4 defendants going against Trump and Rudy. You have Rudy fighting Trump, or not fighting Trump, but begging Trump, please pay me. You have over 90 felonies for Trump, over 23 counts for fucking Santos. You got Boebert losing campaign funds up the yin yang more than she's giving out hand. You're gonna got to give a lot of hand jobs to get that campaign money back. And then you got Jim Jordan tapping out after 3 rejections. And I mean, Jesus Christ, that's just the tip of the iceberg of your party. That's fucking pathetic. And it's not going to stop at 4. 4 defendants against Trump and Rudy that number is going to grow a lot, to the point where we already noticed that Trump is apparently hired around 17 different lawyers. So that's pretty scary to have to need 17 different lawyers and having 4 major cases going on. So to say that this time is unprecedented is an understatement, and I'm not going to shed a tear for the clown that escaped the clown car, because you know what? Just like Michael Cohen, at least he admitted that he was a fucking idiot for doing what he did, because he fucking fell for it. He fell for the scam, and he knows it. And when you've been marked and you've been tricked, just get over it, call it a day, and fucking live to fight another one. All right? Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay free. Let me know if you kind of like the poem. I thought it was decent. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you on the other side. And most of all, please stay cheesy, my friends. Always, always remain cheesy.
Welcome to Useless Agent, your safe space from stupidity and the Maga's Scary Clown Show. You are all fair game in the eyes of the wicked, and we see you. Here we go.
Oh shit, motherfucker! I'm Kenny Rogers! No! We suck again! Same way.
And the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet. What? Are these fucking people kidding me? Save the planet? We don't even have to take care of ourselves yet. We gotta learn how to care for one another. We're gonna save the fucking planet? The planet has been through a lot worse than us. Been through all kinds of things worse than us. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drifts, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, hundreds of thousands of years of bombardment, comets, asteroids, meteors, worldwide floods, tidal waves, worldwide fires, erosion, cosmic rays, recurring ice ages.
Hey, Jay-Z.